All right, guys. So last week we talked about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing integers. We talked about multiplying and dividing fractions and decimals. Monday we talked about adding and subtracting fractions. Yesterday we talked about adding and subtracting decimals. Today we are going to start looking at some word problems. Now, I'm going to go ahead and answer your question before you ever ask. Miss Long, do I have to copy the problem down when you write it on the board? Yes, my sweet darlings, yes you do. Because I'm going to show you how to decode. I think your English teachers and your social studies teachers call it annotate. I call it decode. But we are going to decode these word problems to teach you how to pull out the important information that you need out of the word problem so you're not lost in all the crap that you don't need. All right, so, and I like using students in the class. So I'm just going to randomly pick names and do a few word problems. And I do more with you on the Bitmoji Loom video that's attached to your worksheet for today. So, but we're going to start with a few word problems that we're going to do together here. And then you'll go to that. All right, so let's see. Who do I want to use first? Who's been messy already? Oh, I know. Okay. And I know this about this person. Bianca likes to go to the mall. She told me she liked that. And the All About Me stuff, she likes to go to the mall. Okay, so Bianca likes to go to the mall. She has $30 that she can spend. Okay, so $30. That's all you got, Bianca. Sorry, that's it. If she buys a sweater for $16.25 and a pair of jeans on sale for $12.36, then how much change will she get? All right, so Bianca likes to go to the mall. She has $30 that she can spend. If she buys a sweater for $16.25 and a pair of jeans on sale for $12.36, then how much change will she get? All right. So on your worksheet, it's set up like this. It says, what do I know? What do I need to know? All right. So if we want to do it that way, then what do I know? So we can look at it this way. So what do I know? All right, well, I know that one, she has $30, right? I know that. Two, the sweater cost $16.25. I know that. And I also know that the jeans cost $12.36. So that's what I know. Okay, those are the things that I know. Well, what do I need to know? Well, what did it ask? How much change will she get? So I need to know. So what do I need to know? So I need to know how much change she gets. Okay, so that's what I need to know. So what I'm going to do is I used purple right here, right? So I know that she has $30. I know that she bought a sweater for $16.25. And I know that she bought jeans for $12.36. So those are all the things that I know. So I use the same color, right? So there's 3 things I know. There's 3 things I underlined. Does that make sense? I hope you all said yes. What do I need to know? I need to know how much change, okay? So that's what I need to know. All right, well, what am I going to do? What are my steps? So that's what I want us to talk about next. What are my steps? This is how you think through a word problem, okay? What are my steps? I'll let you think about it for a minute. What do you think I need to do first? I know you're all telling me, so I'm going to go ahead and say, you're right. The first thing we need to do is we need to add up the amount that she spent. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add up the amount that she spent. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to do. So I'm going to add up the $16.25 and the $12.36. Remember to line up your decimals. Okay, that's how much she spent. So 5 and 6 is 11. Carry your 1. 2 and 3 is 5. Plus 1 is 6. Bring that decimal down. Remember, they have to line straight up. Make that a little bit bigger. 6 plus 2 is 8. And 1 plus 1 is 2. Oh, she's close. Bianca, you like pushing it, don't you? All right, so she spent a total of $28.61. So that's how much she spent. Did it ask me how much she spent? No. It said, what will her change be? So what's the next thing that I need to do? My next step would be to subtract what she spent from what she had. Okay, that's my next step. Subtract what she spent from what she had. How much did she have? She had $30. Okay, so she had $30. How much did she spend? She spent $28.61. So we're going to subtract those. That becomes a 10. That's a 9. That's a 9. And that's a 2. 10 minus 1 is 9. 9 minus 6 is 3. Decimal. 9 minus 8 is 1. 2 minus 2 is 0. So she has a whopping $1.39 left. That's what her change is. Okay? So I hope that makes sense. So we have what we know. We have what we need to know. So we take what we know and we use these steps to figure out what we need to know. Okay? All right, so that's that one. We're going to do another one. That's that one. And a lot of times word problems aren't just going to be one step. You're going to have a couple steps that you have to work through in order to get the answer that they're asking for. Okay? All right. So that's that one. All righty. All right, let's see. Who can I use this time? Let me think. Trying to think. Who all told me they love playing video games? There was a lot of you that said you love playing video games. I'm just trying to think who all it was. I can't remember off the top of my head. All right, well, I can't remember that one, but I do remember this one. Okay, so Adrian loves to play basketball. Okay? His goal is to score 200 points this season. If he scored 12 points in his first game, 10 points in his second game, and 10 points in his third game, how many points would he need to average over the last how many games do y'all play? We'll see, over the last 16 games. I don't remember how many games y'all play. We'll just say that. All right. So here's another. So Adrian loves to play basketball. How many 2 plays do I need, y'all? God, why didn't y'all tell me? Oh, yeah, that's right. Y'all can't. Okay, so Adrian loves to play basketball. His goal is to score 200 points this season. If he scored 12 points his first game, 10 points in his second game, and 10 points in his third game, how many points would he need to average over the last 16 games? Okay, so what do we know? Let's start there. So what I know. All right, so what do I know? Okay. I know he wants to score 200 points. Right? I know that. So I know this piece right here. The second thing I know is that he has scored 12 points, 10 points, and 10 points already. Okay, so I know this, and I know this already, correct? So those are the things I know. What I need to know. What do I need to know? All right, well, there's a couple things I need to know, right? I need to know how many more points he needs. To get to the 200. And then the last thing I need to know is what the average would be over the last 16 games. Now, remember what average means? Average means once we figure out the number of points he still needs, we're going to divide it by 16. All right? So, what am I going to do? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add the points he has. Okay, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to add the points he has. Well, what does he have? He has 12, 10, and 10. So I have 12, 10, and 10. So that's 32 points. Okay, that was my first step. My second step is I'm going to subtract the points he has from the points he wants. So I know he wants 200, and I know he has 32. So I'm going to subtract the 32. That becomes a 10, that becomes a 9, that becomes a 1. So 10 minus 2 is 8, 9 minus 3 is 6, so he is lacking 168 points. All right? Now, the third thing I'm going to do is I'm going to divide what he needs by 16 for the remaining games. Okay, so I'm going to divide what he needs, which is that 168, by the 16 remaining games. Okay, so I have 168 divided by 16. 16 goes into 16 once. Bring down your 8. Does 16 go into 8? No. So now I'm going to add a decimal here. I'm going to add a decimal here. I'm going to add a 0. Bring it down. How many times does 16 go into 80? It goes 5 times. And that actually gives me 80. So I get to 0. So he needs to average 10.5 points a game. Now, are you going to get a half a point? No. So some games you're going to need 10, some games you're going to need 11, or you're going to need to do, a combination to where when you get it all out, you're averaging 10.5 points a game. Okay? Is that possible? Absolutely. Based on what he's already scoring. Okay? So that's another example. All right. I'm going to do another one with you in the example on your worksheet. And then we'll have more examples as we go. But the one on the worksheet is a fraction one. So I did decimals with you here. You get a fraction one on the worksheet. All right. Take your time, pay attention, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.